What a lovely afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Terrance "Bud" Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach of 74 inches. And he'll be taking on the legend. And here he is in the flesh. Terrance "Bud" Crawford, one of the pound for Saul Canelo Alvarez. The Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
As soon as the ball goes.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed three-division champion of the world, Terrance "Bud" Crawford.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. And there's the bell to start the round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. The sun is blazing this afternoon, and these two athletes are going to have to find a way to deal with it.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? He didn't take that jab well at all.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Crawford's legs are all over the place.
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
He misses with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. insane action. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice counter shot. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get... They ring the bell, and here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Well done with that counter shot. This has been a very competitive round between these two. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
They miss with the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The courage on display here is incredible. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
This is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get speed, good footwork. You're gonna get punches thrown from head to body. You're gonna get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Can't find a home with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He threw the hook, didn't land. Just missing with the uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He missed with that jab. They both want the knockout. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice exchange here from both men. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right.
They ring the bell, and here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. Just missed with that hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Not so tense anymore. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And there's the bell to start the round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. It's all offense, all the time.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That counter shot lands. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Todd? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Always got to keep the head moving. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. That jab doesn't score.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice counter. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
They ring the bell, and here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Just missed with that hook. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook just can't find the target. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. When are we going to see a jab? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Swing and a miss with that hook. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter punch. No rest for the weary. Tried to going with that hook but missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty out. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
That hook was off target. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nope, that hook won't score. Just missed with that jab. A perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance without it.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. One punch could change everything in this battle. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
That hook just can't find the target. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama because when...
Well, he's had enough, and he is going to quit. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
They don't like that. Listen to those. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.